Hi, it's Abby here from Brook and Cedar. I wanted to share with you an experience that I had today. It's been a really big couple of months and things for me have shifted financially, both in a positive and so-called negative way. We've moved house, KaChing, fairly large expense. We had a relationship breakdown which has virtually doubled the expenses overnight. And a whole heap of bills had just come in, like those bills that just pile up, and it feels like it was kind of bigger than Ben-Hur, dealing with them all in one fell swoop. And I was feeling pretty flat, pretty washed out, feeling pretty, tricky to get on with the day. And there were 5 things that I decided to do, and I wasn't conscious of them at the time, but later when I was feeling better, I went back and listed each of them and thought that that could be a really cool thing to share. So the first thing I did was I always have some essential oil nearby, and this one's called Stress Away for good reason. It smells really, really good. And I just put a drop here, and then 3 deep breaths, getting those aromatic molecules into the brain. The second thing I did is I wanted to get a perspective outside of my own, because clearly my own was in a pretty limited space at that time. So this is a book that I'm reading at the moment, really enjoying it, by a young British online marketer, a very successful businesswoman. So it was inspiring to read somebody else's work and to get some support, I guess, even though she's highly unaware that I was using it that way at that moment. The next thing I did was grab my diary, and it's free flow writing, so I don't sort of necessarily think about what I'm writing, and I certainly don't edit it and control it. I just let what's in here be downloaded onto the page. And there's that's a really effective method for getting the chattering monkeys out of the brain, and boom, just let them go onto the page and be done with. The 4th thing I did is I said to my son, let's go for a walk. And I didn't feel like talking, I wasn't really chatty. He was on his skateboard, I was walking really briskly around a beautiful local park. And the 5th thing was, with that walking, that brisk walking, with the heart rate going up, I was taking nice deep breaths. So I'm really oxygenating the brain and getting the blood moving around the body, and getting the stuff moving around the mind as well, just instead of being seated, being in the house, being sort of feeling stuck. So we got home, and as it were, I didn't even notice that things had improved for me. I just got on with my day, and he said, Mum, I think that walk really helped you. And I went, yeah, actually, you're right. I hadn't even realized. And he said, why don't you use that as your blogging topic for today? Because he knew I was due to make a video, and so here we are. He wanted to call it walk away anxiety, so I was sort of going with something similar. And it was important for me to retrace my steps and go through those 5 steps. They're all quite simple and easy to do, and it doesn't have to be a great big intricate process just to move the mind out of a space of stale funk into something which feels lighter, more creative, more energetic. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Please like my channel and share it with someone else if you think that this video is useful, and see you soon.